How the did you start dating Sly Stallone?
I never told anybody that.
We have never talked about this. Ever.
Oh my God, I've never talked about this at all.
We have been friends for so long. And I only know that you dated Sly from rumors.
I mean, I wouldn't really say I dated him. I hung out with him for a while.
And by hung out, do you mean
we hung out.
You hung out. You Barbie Kenned it.
I Barbie Kenned it.
Love it.
I was in Italy and doing a shoot, a supposed shoot in northern Italy, and met him there. The photographer knew him and just hung out a little bit. And I think he was single at the time, or he said he was.
That's all that matters.
And hung out for a little bit. And then I left to go do Fourth Supermodel of the World and won that. And he actually left a message on my parents' voicemail. And then I had to tell my parents.
I love that Sly Stallone left a message on your parents' voicemail. And what did it say?
I had to tell my parents. He was the same age as my dad.
I mean,
and
he still looks really good though.
Yeah, and I actually talked to him not too long ago, just out of the blue.
Really?
You know, and then it was like, and then I started working, and he was filming away somewhere, and it was never a thing. I mean, it was just like, it was interesting. He's an interesting guy, really smart guy. You know, you talk about misconceptions. Everybody thinks he's a very intelligent guy.
Yeah.
And then I remember, and it just sort of, you know, I was off busy modeling and doing my thing, and I've never been one to just follow somebody around. Like,
no, that's not who you are.
That's not who I am. And I was like, I can't meet up. I'm off doing a shoot. And then it was about a year later or something like that, and I was doing a Versace fashion show, and he was in the audience, and ended up hanging out with him again for a little bit, and went on a couple of trips, you know, went to England to see him, went to Miami, saw Andrea
Bocelli, yeah.
From the Versace mansion.
Holy shit.
Bocelli was playing across the street, so we went across, and then we watched the rest of the time from Versace's mansion.
Andrea Bocelli is my father's favorite singer. We tried to go see him in Italy, and my dad got sick, and we had to cancel the trip. Nightmare trying to cancel that trip, by the way. And ended up taking him to Vegas to see him like 2 years later for his 70th birthday. And he was just in heaven.
Oh, I'm sure.
Heaven. So you're getting wined and dined by Stallone.
It was, you know, it was just really fun. It was a lovely experience. We weren't dating. It was just interesting to me. And I would sit there and listen while he was on his phone calls and listen to his wheeling and dealing and business. And I found it fascinating. And then I was working, I was busy, and this is right when my career was taking off. And then I met a guy, Ryan, that I ended up dating for 7 years. And I was like,
you guys broke the bed.
I'm out. No, that was a model, John Francis, on a trip in Spain. It was one of those times where I was single and he was single, and that was one of those fun times where you're like, ooh, you are handsome. And we also caused a car accident. Not while we were breaking the bed, mind you.